Oh my god, finally. After waiting for I don't know how long, honestly, it feels like it's been ages, it's finally arrived. Outlander Season 7 Part 2 official trailer is here, everyone, and it actually reveals a lot. Like, I didn't think they would show this much stuff. But Stars is being unhinged, and I'm here for it. I'm gonna go over each shot of this magnificent trailer and talk about many details you might have missed. Like, did you catch this guy in that one quick shot? Do you know who that is beside Roger and Buck? Well, I know, and it's pretty exciting. Do I need to tell you there will be lots of spoilers? Okay, let's start, shall we? The trailer starts with shots from the end of episode 8 where Jamie, Claire, and young Ian arrived at Scotland by ship. It was quite an emotional moment to finish the mid-season finale since it's been years since we last saw them in the motherland. Their first stop is Simon Fraser's funeral, the event that made their visit to Scotland possible in the first place. They will have to fulfill their duty before moving on to their destination, Lallybroch. They do arrive there, but this is an Outlander trailer. There has to be a romantic scene between Jamie and Claire. A sexy look, a compassionate glare, these are a must. At Lallybroch, the duo are hugging this black-haired woman. Of course, that's Jenny, but you must know that it's a new actress playing her, Kristen Atherton. But they're not showing her face, probably because they didn't want to confuse the audience yet. I'm glad that they got her signature hairstyle right at least. Back to the future, Bree is returning home after sending off Roger and Buck through the stones to find Jemmy. Speaking of these two guys, they're in the past, but as Roger says, their concern is not where they are, but when. The rest of the trailer will prove this even more, and I talked about this a lot in my previous videos as well. Roger and Buck actually travel to an earlier time, so they don't go to the time when Claire is there. They go to Jamie's teenage years. That's why we see Galis and Dougal in one scene. They are still alive at that point, which means Buck will be seeing his parents, which will be interesting to see. Are you guys excited to see Galis? I kind of missed her, not gonna lie. Also, take a closer look at what Roger is holding in his hands. It's a World War II water bottle. This will be important later, trust me. Then, scenes of war, yep. If you thought these two would remain forever in Scotland and live there happily ever after, you were wrong. They returned to America, although in different times and after so many crazy things that happen. You might say, why do they return so quickly? Well, as the trailer shows, Claire gets a letter from Lord John Grey asking Claire to come treat his nephew Henry Grey, who was injured in battle. Owing so much to Lord John for his help over the years, Claire decides to go, but without Jamie. Another romantic moment, beautiful scenery. I'm guessing this is towards the end of the season, as this looks like a war tent. They're having a nice moment, probably before the Battle of Monmouth, where the craziest things will happen. As I said, Claire leaves Lallybroch without Jamie. This guy is most likely one of young Ian's brothers. Jamie watches her go. It's been a while since they had to separate from each other, so it will be a difficult goodbye for sure. This is Philadelphia, if you believe it. Claire is reunited with Lord John Grey. Jamie is riding a horse in Scotland. This is from episode 9, right in the mid-season premiere. He's gonna see Leary. His clothes are the same as these first look images and sneak peek scene that was released a few days ago. He said he had some unfinished business with Leary. I cannot wait for that scene. Are you ready to see her? Chaos is coming. Poor Roger is blowing a candle, probably praying for his lost son, Jemmy. I actually think he's in Lallybroch, but do tell me your theories as well. Next, Ian is seeing something. I should tell you that he returns to America with Claire. As you know, he cannot keep Rachel waiting too much. I don't know what the hell he sees in this scene though. We also have a scene with Bree hugging Mandy with a concerned look. I feel like this is an important scene related to Jemmy and the search for him. If you were good and watched my videos, my main theory about Jemmy was that Rob Cameron actually hid him in the tunnels rather than taking him through the stones. And the trailer proves that that's true, as Jemmy is stuck in the tunnels and shouts to try to get out. Jamie in the woods with a gun, and then he's beating up a guy. Who might that be? Well, it's Lord John. Listen, I know you're confused, but you'll understand why he beats him up in a minute. Bear with me for a second. Claire cries in Lord John Grey's house. I'll tell you why as well. More war stuff, and then the big plot point. Lord John gives Claire bad news. He says that Jamie's dead, and the trailer makes it seem like he's dying at a battlefield, but do we believe that? No. Here's what actually happens. Before leaving Scotland, Jamie writes Claire a letter and says he's gonna get on a certain ship to come to America, but he misses that ship and has to take the next one. And Lord John learns that the ship Jamie was supposed to take has sunk, so he believes Jamie to be dead. Claire's response is incredible and so heartbreaking.
I would feel it in my heart if his had stopped. Mine would stop too.
More Claire in Philadelphia, Bree looking at the stones again with the same outfit, and now a hot scene for William. You might be wondering who this mysterious woman is. Well, I know that too. It's a woman called Jane. She's actually a prostitute William meets at a brothel, but she will have a heartbreaking and dark storyline with William. I'm glad the writers have included this book character in the show. Dougal and Galis, as mentioned before. Young Ian crying because he just learned about Jamie's death. Well, fake death, but you got it. William is smashing things because he just learned who his biological father is. I would be angry too. Another war scene, Roger running toward the stones. This will be clearer in a minute. Jemmy's stuck in the tunnels. Claire is crying, well, because she thinks the love of her life is dead. Young Ian is building a memorial for his uncle with Rachel and Rollo by his side. At least he got the emotional support he needs. War stuff again. And here, Bree with a shotgun. I hope she's pointing that against Rob Cameron after figuring out that her son is not in the past at all. Finally, this scene I've been hyping up. Are you ready for the spoiler of a lifetime? Well, this guy on the right is Roger's father. Yep. We never met Roger's dad before. That's because he died when Roger was a child. The same goes for his mom. But Roger never knew what happened to his father, and now he finds him in the past. The reason Roger's father is wearing that jacket, which is a pilot jacket from World War II, is because his father is a pilot in the Second World War. And as he flies near the stones in Northumbria, he has an accident nearby and finds himself next to the stones. Next thing you know, he's in the past and has some trouble with people there. Remember, Roger has the time travel gene, so his father has it too. And then Roger and Buck help him go back to his time. I shouldn't be telling you the whole story, this should be enough. I'm so excited for this storyline, to say the least, especially for the scene Roger says goodbye to his dad before seeing him off. Lord John with a sexy eye patch, my dear Claire crying. There will be a lot of that in this season, it looks like, but you should also know that Claire and Lord John have drunken sex one night. When Jamie returns, he doesn't get angry at Claire at all, but does beat up Lord John, as this trailer scene shows. Are you ready for all this? And if you want to learn more about part 2, especially what the episode titles tell us, check out this video.